All right. Hello, 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 Red Beast. Thank you. I enjoy that song a lot. It's something that I found a while back. Hey, Brittany, how are you doing? You having a good day today? That seems like it's picking up. Ah, bouncing, 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 bouncing. Hold up. Thank you so much for that. Can you turn it down a little bit? No. Yeah, it's a diamond for you, Brittany. How are you guys doing today? You guys having a good day? There we go. That looks right. Oh, wait, I'm missing something. Not everything's kosher. Boop. There we go. Now everything's right. Haha. Packing? What are you packing for? I'm feeling pretty good. Bouncing, 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 bouncing. Hold up. Thank you, Red Beast, for that host. Appreciate that very much. I've been doing pretty good. I've been off work, took a nap, and now I'm hanging out with you guys as we get ready to play some... Ooh, that's a long move, Britt. What's taking you out that way, if you don't mind me asking? Ooh. And lazy days are good sometimes, amateur. Mom lives out there, need to get... Ah. Fair enough. Well, sounds like a good time. I hope that you enjoy it out there. I have a friend that lives out that way. Well, a streamer, fellow streamer I know that lives out that way. Where does she live? Might be Anchorage. I don't know. I'm not sure. But, yeah. I hope you enjoy it. It's an interesting area to live, I'm sure. Did you know that Varden Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me? Yeah? Why? Ah, cool. Sounds fun, Brittany. I hope you enjoy it. I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning! The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. I'm a girl? Oh, okay. I'm glad to know that. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls? Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. That's fair, Red Beast. Mr. Nick, that's enough. It's more of a joke, a meme joke from Ultima's channel anyways. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. But Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you to your time, to your alone time. Whew, thank goodness. Nick? This way. Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. But what do you mean? What's going on? things are about to go haywire. That's what's going on. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix writes, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Much fool, much wow. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected. And Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Ugh. Witness, name and occupation? My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking? I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch of the defendant, correct? Oh, well, I thought I needed that. Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world, that is. Yes, that is. You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? Oh. Interesting. And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Order. Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She's simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Alright. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. That statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Ooh, the witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later. Yes, very well. Ugh, why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Didn't quite... Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could escape from you so easily. We already knew. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have, however... You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. No knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great, now... Well, now what? So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the challenge chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what. Looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. I can't see a crack in her testimony. What should we do? No, get more information. Advantage. Just now you said those two. Who are the two people you're referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lada's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. Hey, Dave, welcome on in. Thank you for joining us. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks.
What did you do after that, Miss Faye?
Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that's a very good point.
At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another...
Another what, madame?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. There's another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger. Hey, Caramel. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, they are pretty good, aren't they? Is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
That's enough. From what I can tell, there's nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask. Where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes. That's exactly what she asked.
Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone.
Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Eeny Meeny, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eeny Meeny. I think you can see where this is headed. Yep. Witness, name, and occupation. Okay, so my name is like Eeny Meeny. I'm like researching like parapsychology stuff at the university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Oof. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Mimi. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Hey, Sixation, welcome in. Thank you for lurking, or thank you for being here. I know you're going to be streaming soon, so I'm presuming you're just dropping in with the lurk. Appreciate it, sir. You have a good stream. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine. For my sake. Oh. Itchy. Okay. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was, like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible.
Now hold your horse, young lady. You're saying the person that injured was your sister.
Use the term wild loosely.
Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really? Nah, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
I'm innocent, not wild. Yes, Mimi. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness. Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Can't lie like that in someone else's channel. Like, do I, like, totally, like, really have to? Of course.
Miss Meanie, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. Prove me wrong. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Oh God, Dave, that's I think that's called blackmail, not proof. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie?
She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes. Yes. There you are. Are you satisfied, Your Honor? It's not blackmail. I don't think that's how that works, Dave. Need witnesses and testimonies. Yeah, see, we're playing a court game. You have to have the proof. You have to have the incontrovertible proof or irrefutable proof.
Objection!
You're a dirty boy and you know it. There, are you satisfied, Joanna?
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. Prosecution has mounds of evidence that he's a wild hooker. Oh, Lord. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Apparently, Britt is waiting to see which one. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one even more entertaining than the last. Yay! Cross-examination time. Doom, doom, doom. Okay. Okay. She showed it all. She would never, ever be able to claim innocence again. 6 bakes with an easy bake oven. How can he... Are you absolutely sure? I guess? You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First of all, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's mad to just mess up the question with her answer.
Well, Mr. Wright,
The defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Meanie? Oh yeah, that reminds me. There we go. Sorry, I had to rectify a situation. I know she won't. She has more to lose than I. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult. But like, I, like, know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that was her sister. Yeah, like what she said. No, question further. There's something that's should be concerning. Again, juicy bring forth evidence. Well, I don't know. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while?
Is it right? This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important?
Oh, no. That's not what I meant to do. Whoops. Come on. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out. I know why it's important. Bluff for now. See, I do know what I'm talking about. I'm like totally cool with that. That was a very well spun line, Miss Eni. Y'all with your dirt, get a feather duster and clean yourselves. What are you What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Meanie, may I remind you of what you said? You said there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and... But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. Just took a shower with Raggy. The blood spray. Miss Meanie, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you're really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Sounds filthy.
Order, Miss Meanie, what's the meaning of this?
Miss Meanie? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. And what are you stammering about, Joanna? That witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please.
The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Take screenshots to show. After the murder. Like, the side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Stops me immediately. Oh, God. All of y'all gathering evidence.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Thanks, Gramps. Wouldn't mind seeing evidence. There are certain things you don't want to know.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
Alright, let's see. Okay. What was your sister, Miss Mimi? What? Oh, Lord. 6. What the hell? Oh. Y'all just dirty. 6 with the curveball. Swing and a miss. Lay what? Well, she was like totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think like she knew, she like said she did something really bad. And like she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan. She does it. Oh god. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I mean, maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too. Mr. Phoenix right. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Meanie? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, what do you mean? When you... Ah. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important. I ask because it is very important. I know where we're going with this. Stop doubting yourself, Phoenix. I got you. Very well, Miss Meanie. If you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. Didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. You had to have. I finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So, like, what does that prove? Oh, I'm sad. I'm out of water. Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Like, yeah, I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? Dave with the shame finger. Dad having to fix Daddy and Papa. Oh. Is Dave admitting to being a dad? Being a daddy? Daddy Davy? Yeah? Is that what we're admitting to now in this chat? Stop that thing. Why does it do that? Quit. There we go. Doot. Okay, there we go. Dream Dave Daddy Davy. You're adding a DY. Yes. Yes. I need my gasm emote. That's what I need at this juncture. I feel like that's what needs to be going on right now. It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at that time... A dating sim with Chesh, Dave, and Six. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. I can't even. Insert creepy catgasm emote. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Faye's daughter, Pearl Faye. Senna! Thank you for shouting out Senna, amateur. Appreciate that. So I can be let down online too.
Yes, and how is this child relevant?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
Oh.
And she just happened to break this urn.
Oh. Oh!
Wait, she broke the urn? Yup, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. Miss Meanie. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Grr. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meanie. You are a masterful liar.
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meanie, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No, there's no way. Your lies end here.
What do you...
The witness says that during the actual murder she was asleep in the side room, and I say that's not possible, because there's clearly a contradiction here. Was there? Shoot. Excuse me. It's in her testimony just now. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Meanie, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Meanie, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Meanie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. Okay, Red Beast, thank you for being here so much. I appreciate that. It is suspicious. And don't forget, guys, we do have all those wonderful channel commands that use a few points here and there, but you can use it to point out to people in the game, to myself, to other chat members, and call them out on various things, depending what you need, such as objection, take that, hold it, and not so fast. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. Wah!
But look at the mana guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
Good night, Red Beast. Sleep well. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I ask this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Meanie, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meenie, so now is the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
Boop, boop. Miss Meenie was here, of course.
What? But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Meenie was at the scene of the crime.
Order, that's why...
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. I need a whip emote to go along with my whap emote. Sorry to hear that, amateur. Just a whip emote, not just a whip.
Yes, that's correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Eenie Meenie was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where was I hiding? Oh. Here, of course. Behind the
folding screen.
No, you don't. Just get a whip. Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that phone screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball.
No, Miss Meenie. One so young as you shouldn't be saying,
"Shut it, Gramps," as if you know exactly how old I am. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. Totally normal. Miss Meenie, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. What? That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. She does look better with her eyes open. But that clothing box was in the side room. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright,
do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the scene? Yeah, I sure can. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the murder when the... Boom. Take a closer look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This? What on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Meenie, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah!
Order, so what are you saying?
Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Meenie? That's exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Meenie, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. Correct. It's not possible. Don't send me notifications, you stupid program. Why is it sending me stuff? Oh. Wait, why is this open? Close. Oh my god. Whoops. It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait, Miss Von Karma. You said it is not possible for one person, correct? Well, you can't be serious. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. I went the wrong way. Boop. Grr, this person. If it wasn't someone from Kurain Village, you couldn't have gone through the costume. If it wasn't someone from the Faye household, you wouldn't have had that box to use. Morgan Faye.
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Okay. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept slowly towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Bang. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and bang.
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room?
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why upon hearing those shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey.
But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through.
Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chased us out.
Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. Well, what is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder.
Done. Done. Brrr.
Ha.
Who's that laughing at a time like this?
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still, by chance, evolving? What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma, surely...
Of course it is me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? Dramatic. Right? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with the medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Eh? Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Meenie want to kill Dr. Gray? That is her motive. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. A motive. She has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What was her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Ha. Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix, right? Great, now even she's calling me by full name. Think I did this for revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
See now, stupid Gramps. I'm, like, going to explain, so, like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, like, wanted revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides all, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see, ow! Pathetic, Mr. Oh, that's not supposed to be happening. You sack of crap. That's the one that's supposed to be on. Jerks. Alright. Boop. Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. Curtsy. There's no multi. Don't multi. The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Meany has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
Tisk tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
Nyar.
What happened? I thought I had her for sure. Hehe. See, like, it's just as I, like, told you. Huh? I hoped you liked your slice of humble pie.
Very well, I will now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eeny Meeny.
Hold it. Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
All right.
You can't lose faith here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia, yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Are there no subtitles? Oh, damn it. Is my thing not working? Why is this not working? Oh. Whoops. Why is it doing that? Hold on. This. There we go. Okay. This should be working now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go. Working. Is it working? Does it work? Can it work? Do we work more? Do we work less? Do we work together? Do we work in pairs? Do we work somewhere inside all of this mess? Anyways, moving on.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Meany had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Yeah. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. Work it. Work. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Haha. Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Aye! Von Karma only cares about the perfect Finn. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well, the court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a second. Alright, I need to go get some water. Okay. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Enid could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Miss Von Karma. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? You're looking down on me even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You're causing me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring back your father. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is.
Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Can you prove Miss Eenie Meenie had a motive?
Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Meenie and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meenie, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask me about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past.
Miss Meenie, if you please.
Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Okay. That was, last year in May. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sister was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away.
I think I've heard of this incident.
It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year.
Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister.
Those are merely rumors, totally baseless gossip. Yeah, they're both 18.
Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Meany's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Yippee! That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was because the medicines got, like, mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Meanie? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with that murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Meanie's fault. Which means as far as the real facts are concerned, Meanie Miney is the one who made the mistake. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. Not an accident, totally tired while driving. She was totally tired. You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her.
True.
But, like, I don't, like, have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney.
Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, anyway. Poop tubes, fell asleep. The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like, it was like at 1 a.m. or so, I think. I had like a paper due like really soon. So like I hadn't slept and was working like real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened. See a flame around me? And your sister, what happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on. I like opened the door and like got away. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. I like kept wanting to forget that time, so like I don't remember things about the accident in like detail anymore.
Well, it's alright. No need to push yourself.
Hi. Are you ready for bed? You're ready for bed. Josh.
Okay.
Come here. Whoops. Yeah, Babu was running around. I think I like gave an interview after the accident. Like that would probably be most accurate, you know. This is the article I've already got. I got it. Didn't have my license, so like I couldn't take her. Let's see.
Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What's the meaning of this, Miss Miney? That's right. Yeah, I have like a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What? Are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know? Anyways, no one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November. The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What in the... that's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Meany did not have a driver's license. Irk. Ow. Try and my VIP shall accommodate. Will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have let me, like, drive. Ow. Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the ow. Good night. Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because... Why do I have a... Oh, doing that. Never mind. I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony, Miss Miney, if you please. Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but I wouldn't be allowed. Like, around that time, close to getting my license, like, really valued them. She valued cars. How much would she say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out, like, at a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Why did she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Miss Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something with more significance, alright? Well, Miss Meany, what kind of car was it? Really shiny, bright red sports car. It was a new car? Yeah, she had, like, gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? And it was a really special model. She had waited for, like, a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes, please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my opinion. Though to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony? Like, this girl is driving me, like, nuts. Like, haha. Like, totally.
Sure, whatever. It was like a totally special model from England. I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the heck of it. So yes, what am I supposed to pick for a topic? Like, let's start with this. Why are British cars so good? Like, huh? They're expensive and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. It would seem there's no benefit of owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? What do you know? The sleek shape, the purr, the way it starts, the smooth... forgive me. Her personality really changes with a drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're starting to see the real contradiction behind this case. Good at driving? She was, like, totally awesome. She, like, said she was going to be, like, racing queen of the nursing world. Somehow I think she bumped my question off track again. That's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Like, yeah, I, like, immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled, like, in a daze. Sounds like you had a terrifying time. Something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony. But we have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will appear. Believe, there is a path, I know it. You almost sound like a prophet for a second there. I don't fully remember which one I'm supposed to hit this with. So what do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things, I think that's what they're called. Permit? Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is? Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ah! Ignorance is to be wept. What is with her? All she's said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue? There we go. I guess it was this one. Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor? Which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right?
Oh, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side.
That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car.
Opposite?
The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Ah!
Well, what do you mean by this?
Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat.
Ah! Order in the court, order! Ah!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Enid said the person who was driving her car was her older sister, Mimi Meanie. And that is what Enid said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Enid or Meanie, who was really driving the car that night? Mimi. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license. Mimi Meanie. Mimi Miney. Ugh. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive.
But you just said the witness, Miss Eenie Meanie, was the one in the driver's seat.
Which leads us to the next question.
The next question?
Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now?
What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. Real name is... Boop, 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 bink! Mimi Miney. That's your real name.
All the foolish dribble. But then, how do you explain her appearance?
This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture.
Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister.
No!
But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident.
That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case.
Then the body they found at the crash site.
Yep. That was the body of the real Eenie Meenie.
Eenie Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? A car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Miney. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Ugh. I don't know which way to say that.
Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray.
What is this meaning of this nonsense?
Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still, in fact, alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So, this witness had to stop that from happening, at all costs.
And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray. Is that what you're saying?
Eenie, meenie, miny, mo. Yeah. So I guess miney. Whatever. Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed.
Well, Miss Eenie was...
No. Boop. There we go. Back to here. Boop.
Why did you say my name just now?
Looks like I've been unmasked.
Witness?
That's right. I admit it. My real name is Meenie Miney. That quack doctor. He got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close.
But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister?
I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this.
That's about the malpractice incident.
Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse, a nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister.
The timing couldn't have been worse.
14 patients dying in that accident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister.
Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination.
That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo jumbo. Mumbo jumbo. Becoming an Eenie has been the worst. Whoa. What? What happened? That's stupid. Whatever. Back to this. Has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all.
I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan?
Something happened on my screen. You guys couldn't see it.
And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fey. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the whole world, right? Your defeat, that is. Yow! Ow. Ow, 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 ow. And one more for good measure.
Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix!
This cult is a fraud, a sham.
Well, that sucks.
Well then, looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness, so I'll go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty.
Yay!
That is all. This court is adjourned. Hubbub, 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 bub.
Woohoo! Oh, I did a thing. I didn't mean to do a thing.
Excuse me.
Congratulations, Maya. Sis. Doom, 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 doom. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis. I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right.
I think Flame is obsessed with Guacamole.
There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? And when we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself, and then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh?
Whoa. Whoops.
That's a thing. Let's move that off of that. Nick, congratulations, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know, but I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick, but every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I don't understand it. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. Help Mimi with her plan was... drumroll. No. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Khura'in Village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? The branch family. My aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearls. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Khura'in, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder and cooperate with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Dun dun dun. Na 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 na. Oh god, this one. Oh, I don't want to do that. She is a creepy aunt. Okay, so where the hell is Kiyoshi? Guess he's not doing a thing. Well, crap. Dave should be starting at some point, I think. Maybe, probably. New tab? Okay. So. Oh, she's offline. That's fun. Huh. What's this? I don't think. Oh, he did stuff last night, I see. Alright. Interesting how that works. Huh. Okay, so. Oh, there's Kiyoshi. Cool. I was just talking about you. So we played a little bit of Phoenix Wright. Yes. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show! Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. So are we doing a thing, Kiyoshi? The world's greatest magician. The one, the only... Maximilian Galactica. Okay. Let's go back to the title screen. Stardew Battle Royale. I don't have the Row of Saints. We have Psychos, because you had said that you wanted to do a thing. So I'm gonna take a quick break and see about getting that up and running, and probably shove a piece of pizza on my face, maybe something, I don't know. But if you want to go ahead and start getting that up, Kiyoshi, I will have it up shortly and we can do that. That's fine. It's gonna take a second. So everyone, hang out for a bit. We shall be right back with some Borderlands 2. you. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on, but we're going to try this again. And hopefully everything doesn't go to crap. Also, welcome in MMO Papa. Glad to have you here. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you for feigning into a smile for me. Feel free to bang unlurk at any time if you'd like to join back in and chat with us and all that nice jazz. Let us know that you're here to chat. Say what? Oh.
Go buy a pack, right? Did you get some pizza?
Yeah. I ate some when I first got it. Yeah, I didn't grab any yet because I'm hoping that this game is going to work and I'm not going to have to turn off the stream, restart my entire computer, and I might have to restart my entire computer. I'm going to have to restart my entire computer. Oh, well, wait. Now it's running. No, it's existing right now on my computer and it's lagging. Okay. Oh. Why is that back up? I didn't tell you to be back up. Oh, I don't want to do this. I'm going to have to do this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, give me a second, Kiashian. I'm going to have to restart my entire computer. Because for whatever reason, my computer's decided that it needs to use 70% of my CPU, and I don't see any reason why it's using that much. So, it probably just needs a restart. Which is fun to have to do in the middle of the stream, but that's okay. Oh yeah, that's dropping frames like a mother. Okay. I can fix this. Okay.